This is a Logitech K380, a $30 Bluetooth keyboard that's really impressed me. Here are my thoughts, starting at the actual hardware. This is the black model, but it comes in white and rose, with more options being available over at the Logitech website. The actual build is plastic to the cord, but it is thankfully a matte plastic that doesn't get stained easily and is actually surprisingly very high quality. Those keys are also round, not rectangular like most other keyboards, which definitely takes some getting used to, but it doesn't actually hurt your overall typing experience. So give yourself a week or give yourself a couple of days and you should get used to it. And typing itself on that keyboard, barring aside the circular keys, is exceptionally good because the Logitech K380 has a switch style that's much like a laptop in the sense that it has just enough travel to be good and very, very fast. I bought this keyboard instead of a deeper cedar switch gaming keyboard because of this shallower laptop style feel that is just a joy to use and hear. And as you saw in that audio sample, the Logitech K380 is also exceptionally quiet due to this laptop style keys. Anyway, so you could say that the overall typing experience of the Logitech K380 is quick, tight, and quiet. And I would say tight because the board is actually a bit long. Thankfully, it is also extremely portable compared to other keyboard sizes of its class. And this causes accidents, such as accidentally hitting caps lock instead of shift, which is okay if you're writing in Word, but fatal when you're playing Minecraft. It also is exceptionally light, as I said, coming in at 14.9 ounces. And I can actually see how you might want to buy it to be a family keyboard, to be transported from here to there, device to device, which is actually possible thanks to multi-pair. On the left side of the keyboard, we see 3 keys labeled 1, 2, and 3, and each lead to their own Bluetooth connection. They're each their own individual Bluetooth connection, which means you can switch between devices seamlessly and quite fast. I personally use this to switch between my laptop, phone, and tablet, but you could probably use it to switch between your laptop and then maybe someone else's laptop if someone else is using your keyboard. And that makes it really, really powerful. And so moving on to the right, we have some function keys. That is also really useful because you have go forward and back for your tracks when you're playing media, a pause button, and some other extra ones such as an alt-tab button and a context menu button that I sorely missed from my Surface Book keyboard. Seriously, I'm not sure why not a lot of other people use it, but the context menu button is awesome, although it is a bit inconvenient being at the top of the keyboard instead of where it usually is next to the alt button at the bottom of the keyboard. I also want to mention some of the less useful buttons such as the back button and the home button. They don't actually give you much in the way of features. They're not actually useful, and I kind of wish those buttons could have been more customizable, something that you could just map to something else if you wanted to, but that option isn't there in hardware or software. So if you're looking for a more complex experience for your more complex, possibly macro dependent workflow, you might want to look elsewhere. This Logitech K380 is also powered by good old AAA batteries that unfortunately don't give it enough power for keyboard backlighting. Of course, this is a $30 Bluetooth keyboard, so I suppose it is a bit much to ask, but if you really, really need that keyboard backlighting, you might want to spring for the Logitech MX keys that are much less portable and about $70 more expensive. And overall, when we think about the charging situation, there is no charging situation. These are batteries. So USB-C charging might have been a little bit more convenient, but AAA batteries do ensure a very, very long battery life. And in the months that I've had to use this keyboard, I haven't had to replace these batteries, not once. And as for performance, because this is a Bluetooth keyboard, so lag may be a concern for you. This is not USB, this is Bluetooth. And I can confidently say that my Lenovo Yoga 6, Pixel 2, and Lenovo Chromebook Duet, performance seems to be fine. Now, this can vary dependent on whether your device may have problems, but the only lag I seem to experience is that on boot up, there was a little bit of input lag, and then all the text would just come in flying in at once. So I don't know, maybe that was a problem with my Lenovo, but that seems to be a problem that when you boot up, there's a little bit of lag, but there isn't actually that much lag. And as mentioned before, gaming, there is a bit of lag while gaming when you're trying to do very, very intense keyboard moves. And it's just not, it's a Bluetooth keyboard, so it's not as responsive as a wired gaming keyboard, such as the Aki model my brother owns. And the shorter but wider aspect ratio of the Logitech K380 also makes hitting specific keys quickly, like the shift, sometimes difficult. So lag isn't actually an issue, but when it does show up, it fixes itself remarkably quick to ensure that it never sticks around for too long. So, in conclusion, if you're looking for a cheap Bluetooth keyboard with excellent feel and acceptable build quality, a good mix of features such as a multi-pair and a handy function row, and are just okay with just getting okay gaming performance, you're getting the best keyboard for your dollar with the Logitech K380. You're not going to find any fancy RGB, macro buttons, keyboard backlighting, or complex shortcut keys. What you will find is a simple, elegant, and portable Bluetooth keyboard that fits my needs as a content creator, amateur web developer, and student perfectly. And hopefully, you might find the same to be true for your workflows. So that's been it. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and please leave a like, subscribe if you wish, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good day. Goodbye.